Hello, subscribers and non-subscribers, and welcome back to Roommates. I want to note that this series is probably going to be uploaded on a bi-weekly schedule. So last week was Chaos Head. This week is going to be, well, this series, and next week's going to be Chaos Head. And they'll just basically go back and forth like that until one of the series ends. Which, realistically speaking, this series should be the first to end. So long as I manage to keep to that schedule. If I don't, actually this series should still end first. Even if I don't manage to stick to that schedule, but my general point is just that the series will end up just alternating back and forth until one of them ends. I think we can basically keep to our current schedule. There's no real need for me to change it. This is a pretty varied schedule to basically achieve all these stats, although realistically speaking, I'm not going to achieve all of them. I've got quite a bit of active and spontaneous, which is great for Sally, and Anne, I've got quite a bit of organized. You can barely see it because the word them overlaps it a bit. Looks like I've got 26 organized. And I've got a good chunk of the rational. It's only week 4. I don't know if that's really enough actually to achieve those goals. No, it should be. That should be. Because I think I have something until like week 10 is, or something like that is, spring break, something like that. We'll go with the assumption that spring break's week 10. I don't actually recall. Maybe after this week, whichever one's in the lead is the one I'll end up going for. Yeah, you know what? I think that's what I'll do. Whichever one's in the lead come the end of week 4 is the one that I'm going to go for. Which really, Isabella so far behind that it's essentially just going to be a choice between Sally and Anne for the most part, because Dominic's not really going to happen, and Rakesh is also too far behind in my opinion. Granted, it's 2 decisions, but nonetheless, that's still, in my opinion, too far behind. So let's just go ahead and start this week. And we'll just sort of rush through this until we get to decisions. It's the first time I've bands had practice in a while, and I need to make sure I've got everything. I'm pretty sure I've got it all as I grab my good amp and take it downstairs. Sally and Anne have been talking in the common room since I started all this. Did I? Wow, I've got like no audio. Seriously? 1 second. Okay, no, I still have no audio, whatever. Hopefully it's just on my end and it still shows up in the actual recording. I give him a good nod as I pack the amp into my old beater van, and I got the van a couple of years ago as a way to get my crew to gigs. Makes a good way to haul all the equipment around too. I pop back into the house quickly just to let them know I'm heading out. Okay, I think that's it. Sorry for the interruption, ladies. I'm out to band practice, so I'll probably be a while, so tell Dominic not to freak out if he hears me coming in late. Finally ready to start jamming, huh? Damn right, it's been a while, so I'm itching to jam with my boys. Sounds like a lot of fun. We've never really heard your whole band do its thing, just you practicing. We were actually just discussing it, and, do you think we could come watch? We don't mean to be intrusive or anything, it's just the kind of thing we don't get to see very often. Hey, listen, the guys are always happy to show off for a beautiful lady, so I'm fine if you two want to show up. Does one of you have a car you can follow in? I don't actually own a car. This town's pretty well laid out for college students. Honestly, I only know a few people who even have cars. I think Dominic has one for going to meetings. I know I don't have a car. Well, crap. That's a problem. I only have enough room in the van for one. Oh, we hadn't thought of that. Yeah, that sucks. How will we decide who goes? I don't know. Is naked mud wrestling off the table? Stop that, Max. What do you think, Anne? Hey, it's my band. Shouldn't I get a say? Well, I mean, I don't want to make it too personal. I feel like the energy at Latin House has really balanced out lately. We're reaching a good equilibrium. Well, he does have a point. We may as well just let him decide. It is his van and his band, after all. Sally gives Anne a questioning look, but shrugs. Okay then, Big Shot. Who's it gonna be? Hey, it's not like I'm choosing who's going to have to give up food for the rest of the year. No, you want the choice. Go ahead. Yeah, you were right. So who would you like to bring along? I think I may have stepped in it this time. Both of them are looking at me, smiling expectantly. There will probably be hurt feelings on either side of this choice. Which way to go? I mean, realistically, I'd like to play this event, so I'm not going to roll my dice. I think this event will be fairly important for us, so we will play this event no matter what. Well, I'm never going to get anywhere if I worry about hurting feelings. No, this is a golden opportunity to show off, and I think I'm going to take it. Well, which one to take? This is a difficult choice. I don't suppose you'll have a jumping jack competition for me, would you? Don't be a pig, Max. I'm joking, jeez. I think Anne was going to throw something at me. Let's see, I guess this time I'll choose... Okie dokie. Now we roll the dice. I almost... You know what? Considering really the choice is only between these two, period, because Isabella is so far behind, and Rakesh and Dominic are pretty much already out of the question. Whichever one I choose is going to be actually the one that I'm going to essentially aim for. I'm going to roll my dice 3 times, however. So, first roll is a 3, which would give us Sally. Let's see what roll 2 gives us. Roll 2 is a 1. Sally, again. And let's see what 3 is. Roll the dice nice and good. And it's a 1 again. So Sally is going to be the person we essentially go for. Which, granted, I don't know all the choices I'm supposed to pick for her. So I'll potentially have to take a look at the wiki. Or, well, not really wiki, but the walkthrough thing or whatever for it. But I'd rather not do that completely. So I'm still going to, for the most part, try to guess at what's the best choice for getting an ending with Sally. Oh, alright. Sally, you're up. Yay! Anne looks disappointed, but hopefully not too upset. I'll let Dominic know you'll be late. Thanks, Anne. I'll make sure you get to come another time, okay? It's okay. Go on. Let's go, Max. I want to see this band of yours. We head out to the van and buckle up. Our practice space is about 20 minutes away. It's actually a small bar, but the owner, Gaz, is a buddy of mine. He doesn't mind if we practice our stuff before the bar opens. He even lets us perform every once in a while if he doesn't have someone bigger booked. We pull up and unlock the back so Sally can help me unload. Hey, I never signed up for manual labor. Oh, and here I thought you were more than just a pretty face. You are far too clever by half, Max. Give me something. Whoa, what's this now? I know I brought you on this thing to get the babes, Max. I just didn't think you'd start so early. Memphis, bro, it's been too long. Also, who brought who on to this thing? You glory-stealing son of a bitch. Memphis and I give each other a quick hug. I can tell he's eyeing Sally, though. Memphis, Sally, one of my roommates. She wanted to come see how a real band shreds it up. Sally, Memphis, my best bud and the best bassist I've ever heard. Pleasure's all mine, my dear. Come, leave that heavy lifting to the pack beast, and I'll show you our accommodations. He offers it on for Sally. Memphis loves to turn on the gentleman act when there's a lady present. Oh, no, you don't. I've already been tricked once, and I'm not going back on it. See? That's what a woman with class looks like, Memphis. Besides, you're not getting out of it either, you slack ass. Grab the mics. Where's everyone else? Whatever, jackass. Slim's inside banging away. Jerry said he was going to be a couple minutes late. Of course, you know what a couple minutes late means for him. Yeah, whatever we can get started without him. Did you work out the lyrics for Take 'Em Home yet? Yeah, I think you're going to like it. Don't you write the songs, Max? Is that what you've been telling people? And you call me the glory stealer. Shut it. I tend to write the music, but I'm not exactly a great lyricist. I've written a couple of our numbers, but Memphis does most of that stuff. Just remember, without me, you'd be a damn beat poet. Ah, the lowlights, the cigarette smoke, the constant finger snapping. Yeah, that suck. I guess you can stay. Oh, thank you, sir. May I? By the time we get all the gear inside and set up, our last band member has shown up. Is Gaz around? Nah, he said he was going to go catch a nap before he opens the place up tonight. Said to lock up when we leave. Alright, everyone, this is Sally. She'll be watching us practice for tonight. Which means we're in show-off mode, so let's make it flashy, gang. We warm up a little, make sure the sound is working, and then set off into a nice practice session. I'm really happy we have an audience tonight. Every band is a little stronger, a little more cohesive when they're putting on a show when it really matters, even if it's only for one person. We go through the songs we know best first, just to keep them strong. Sally appreciates those, claps along, and cheers afterwards and everything. Then we work on a couple of the ones we're not super happy with. We're a cohesive unit tonight, working out the kinks when we find them, collaborating when we're not sure where to go next. A bit of experimentation leads to some breakthroughs, and before we know it, we're jamming along pretty happy with what we've done. Finally, it's time to wrap things up. I mop my brow with a towel and make Jerry start taking the stuff out to the van. That's what he gets for being late. Slim actually gets up to chat with Sally while Memphis comes over to give me a high five. Nice one, brother. I think we really nailed down High Noon Sunday. Yeah, and you're right. I did like your lyrics. Thanks, man. So, hey, what's up with Sally? You into her? You almost never bring people by rehearsal. Well, yeah, I like her. I don't know if I'm into her. Why are you asking? What's up? Nothing. Just a fine drink over there, and if you're not going to take a sip. Leave it alone for now, Memphis. I don't need drama with my roommates, you know? Besides, she only just met you, and she already thinks you're a rock star. I think you've made enough of an impression for one day. Ha! I hear you though, man. I'll leave it alone while you figure it out. Just remember, you can't have all the cute ones. You ready to go, Max? Yeah, let's get going. Okay. Take it, gang. I'm out. You gonna lock up Memphis? Nah, Slim said she'd do it. Okay. You know, I do want to know, I don't think we ever get to see the other two members of the band, which is actually kind of sad, I guess is the best way to describe it, that we never really get to see the other two. Sally and I hop in the full van and make our way back home. That was a lot of fun, Max. Thanks for bringing me. No problem. I'm glad you were there. Kicks us up a notch, you know? What's Slim's real name? She never mentioned it. Or I was kind of surprised she was a female and all. She's a damn good drummer, that's all that matters to me. Her name's Rebecca, but she wears that hoodie all the time, so we all just stick to calling her Slim. Heh, that's cute. You've got a good band, Max. I'd love to see you guys with a real audience someday. I'd like that too. Trust me, I'll invite you to our next show for sure. I guess I probably should figure out what's up with Sally before Memphis decides I've taken too long. And I'll try to go through this week in this episode. I may have to split it, however, if I decide it's not really possible. This will not stand! Do you hear me? Oh, jeez. What is it now? Something's got Dominic hot and bothered. I guess I should see what it is. And actually, you know what? Now that I actually have music, let's lower it a bit. I poked my head around the corner to see Dominic yelling at Isabella and Rakesh, of course. What is this crap? You've all known about the inspection tomorrow for 2 weeks now. Am I just talking to myself at our meetings? To be honest, yes. I agree that you may be speaking more to yourself than us. Will you two shut up and clean this travesty? Hey, I had things to do tonight. But we worked so hard to arrange the room properly. Isabella, your plans are cancelled effective immediately. Rakesh, you'll be damn lucky if I can convince them that all the paint around here is for an art class. This is all besides the point. Mouths shut. Commence cleaning. Oh man, watching Douchnik throw a hissy fit is probably the best comedy gold I've had all week. The week's only recently started. It's what, Tuesday? Tuesday. I'm tempted to rub it in. Though I think if I show my face, I'll probably try to put it to work. Might not be worth interfering. Okay, let me grab my dice, because this is for Isabella and Rakesh. It's not that important, considering now we're aiming for Sally. Okay, so let's roll the dice, and I'm just going to roll it once for this. 4, so we skip the event. Maybe I'll go TP the bathroom while they're busy. Nah, I think he's gonna have his hands full with Rakesh anyway. Besides, if Dominic gets fired, who knows who will throw at us next? Better the devil you know, I think. Time to go cram all my crap into the closet and call it a night. Okie dokie. Okay, let's see. Do you know which bus goes by the downtown bookstore, Dominic? We've got a really great sale going on, and I don't want to be lugging all the books back on foot. What's this? Little Anne is off on an adventure. I pull my head out of the refrigerator and look over to see Anne with 3 empty bags over one shoulder. Apparently, she's pretty serious about book shopping, obviously. I do have transportation. I guess I could take her. Or I could just leave it to Douchnik. He's probably just as interested in the books as she is. I'm trying to recall. If I take her, I don't recall completely if I'm given the opportunity to buy something for somebody else. Because I know that happens, but I think that might actually be later. I think after spring break. But I don't actually recall. That's the thing. That's the main issue here, is I don't recall. I kind of want to just go and play the event just to be on the safe side. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna play the event just to be on the safe side. Hey, what's up? Oh, Max, I didn't see you there. Punk. Douchebag. Anyway, like I said, there's a really good sale, and I just wanted to know the best way to get down there. You know you don't have to take the bus. I do have a car, and I'd be happy to take you down. Heck, I might even pick myself up some things as well. Yeah, I've got a van myself. No need to hang out with the hobos on the bus. Oh no, you don't have to inconvenience yourselves for me. I'm okay with being on the bus. It's really not that bad at all. Please, Anne, you're our friend. Let me give you a ride, or it'll make everything easier on you. I like how she's our friend, but she should ride with him. Anyway, I kind of got to agree with him on that. Anyway, Dominic clearly got it bad for her. Not that I can blame him, I just don't know if I can stand for it. Then again, it might not be the worst idea to have the RA owing you a favor. Now we shall roll our dice. Well, because if going on this allows me to go and buy a gift for one of the other people, which granted I think is a mandatory thing that occurs no matter what. So this probably isn't it. So we're going to roll the dice. Do we try to offer our own services, or do we put in a good word for Dominic? I'm surprised they didn't go with our nickname for Dominic. That's what I would have personally done, just for the hell of it. And a 1. So, we try to offer our own services. We're still going to aim for Sally, because that's who we brought with us before, and that's what we're going to try to stick to pretty much. Honestly, I'm doing a service to Anne here, saving her from Douchenick. Yeah, he's right, Anne. You should definitely let me give you a ride. A, I've got a van, which means plenty of room for all the books you can carry. B, I'm way more fun than he is, which I believe is what he was just saying. I said nothing of the sort, you bastard. C, another glowing recommendation. What? Was all that music made you hard of hearing? You're just even dumber. Or are you just even dumber? C, I've decided I'll only hear the positive reinforcement that a good RA should be offering to his students. Maybe if you'd prove you were a student once in a while instead of a slacker-ass bum. I can see Anne giggling her hand. Or giggling behind her hand. Giggling her hand, that makes no sense. I give her a wink while Douchenick fumes. I think I've made my case. So, yes, come on, Anne. I'll give you a ride. Okay, thank you, Max. I appreciate it. Dominic is furious. I wonder if he'll retaliate for this. Who cares? Drive safely, you maniac. Well, yes, you're right. I do have a very safe van. Thanks for noticing, R.A. Oh, shut the hell up and get out of here already. Anne and I duck out the door in a hurry as Anne bursts out laughing. You really shouldn't tease him like that, Max. How should I tease him then? We hop into my van and head off to the bookstore. Over the next 2 weeks and a half. Did I say 2 weeks? I think I said 2 weeks. I don't know why the hell I said 2 weeks. Over the next 2.5 hours, she pores over every book in the store. Every time I start getting bored, Anne brings over another book and starts telling me stories about what's in it. All in all, she makes it pretty entertaining. In the end, she easily fills her 3 bags, which get thrown into the back on our way home. She was even nice enough to pick up a few books for me. Thanks for taking me, Max. It was really sweet of you. No problem, cutie. Let me know if you need to ride around town in the future, all right? Sure thing. Thanks again. Anne hops out quickly with her books, hurrying back inside to her room. Okay, almost done with this week. In which case I will then proceed to save. Well, yeah, I'll proceed to save and I'll reorganize. I'm going to reorganize my week and then proceed to save. Actually. Oh, another event. Okay. Wow, I can't believe it's already Halloween. I've been so busy with classes, I've barely had time to even think about Halloween. Oh. This event we're doing, period. I'm not going to roll the dice. This is a fairly important event, if you ask me. Isabella told me about this party 2 weeks ago, and I hadn't even thought about it until a couple days ago. Hey, Max, are you ready yet? Come on, we've got to get there by 8. Hang on, I'm almost done getting changed. Luckily, my keyboardist Jerry does makeup as a hobby. He hooked me up with a pretty sweet costume, even if it is a little last minute. This is gonna take a few to get on, okay? Meanwhile, I'm gonna call Chad and let him know I'm on my way. I'm out in 5 minutes, so don't be late, okay? Isabella leaves, dialing her cell phone. Ugh, I forgot about Chad. I'm sure he'll be dressed up as something stupid. I gotta admit, I was looking forward to hanging out with Isabella and whatever hot-ass outfit she chose. Plus, whoever else shows up, but hey, I certainly don't feel like spoiling my mood dealing with that giant slab of stupid Chad. Now I'm rethinking if I even want to go. I guess there'll be plenty of eye candy if I do go. Chad can't stop me from looking. I don't know. Whatever. And like I said, we're playing this event no matter what. It is a fairly important event if you ask me. Hell, Chad can't stop me. I'm gonna strut my stuff for all the fine ladies. A quick change later, and I head out to the porch with Isabella. Well? Hey, nice. I always knew you were brain dead, but didn't think the rest was dead too. Oh, bite me, please. Preferably up in my room for the next couple hours. You're looking damn fine, babe. You don't have to tell me, hot stuff. Now, if only the others would show up, we could get going. As called, I am here. Oh, you dog, you. No, wolf, Isabella. I'm a wolf. It's a saying, Rakesh. You look good, Rakesh. How long did that take? Not long, though the glue I rolled in itches. I'm not sure what kind of fur this is either. That's terrible, Rakesh, but for now, you look great, so who cares? Who else is coming? I think you'll like this spell. Isabella leans close to me. I like it already. Say it with me. A bippity boppity. Boo? Now I know I like this spell. You're never gonna get a scare like that, hon. Come on, you gotta sell it. Definitely. Because whatever you're selling, I'm buying. Between the two of you, I'm gonna run out of cash. I'll be happy to bleed you dry later, hot stuff. Your costume looks good too, Max. Thanks. Is this it? Any other surprises for me? This is it. Dominic's hanging back to hand out candy if anybody comes by. Sally's gone to hand out pamphlets on where to compost your pumpkins. Girl knows how to party. And let's get going. Oh, really? I could have sworn Sally came along too. Well, I doubt skipping this event would allow us to spend time with Sally. Skipping this event would literally just be that, skipping the event, I believe. I don't think it would allow us to go and spend time with Sally, as I just said, so whatever. We'll just do the event nonetheless. These two fine ladies in tow, I'm definitely looking forward to this. Together we make our way down to the party site, another house on campus. 10 minutes later, just in time, we're staring at an incredibly well-decorated house. Whoever did the decoration really went all out. The whole place is covered in cobwebs. I can even see some cutouts that look like ghosts in some of the windows. I kind of wish they had actually drawn that, so that you would actually kind of see it, and it would look a bit better than this relatively plain house with cicadas, I think, in the background, which I don't know why the hell cicadas were out during Halloween, but whatever. Pretty sure cicadas aren't out in the fall. Pretty sure that's more of a spring thing. Or summer. One of the two. But whatever. Welcome to you, our most esteemed guests of honor. I presume you are the inspectors we sent for? Huh? You may call me Butler. We rang the constables to solve the ghastly murder in our quaint dormitory. I thought you were they. No? Well, please, come in. I look at the other roomies, who all appear to be just as confused as I am. I don't know why he's talking that way, but he enters through the front door and gestures for us to enter as well. I heard it was a theme party. I didn't know it was going to be like this. Hey, as long as I'm with you ladies, I'll play along with whatever weird stuff they want to throw my way. This way, please. Do mind the corpse. Mind the... Before Rakesh can finish, we've all entered and are staring at the bloody corpse in the middle of the hall. There are about 10 other people here with us. Some of the others are talking amongst themselves about the body. It's actually really well done. It looks very believable. A poor Mr. Body. He knows this building, well, he owns this building. Well, owned. He donated a rather large sum to the college, apparently on behalf of a student he had a particular fondness for. Actually, it's rather odd, but he had been filling out these cards when he sent me out. They have your names on them. Butler hands everyone in the room a card with their name on it. So that's why we had to RSVP for this thing. I open my card, and inside it says, "You are Mr. Body's #1 salesperson. You are innocent, but the murderer is out there. At 7, you are refueling your vehicle." Hey, what did you guys get? Please do not discuss the contents of your letter until the constables arrive. We wouldn't want anyone to tamper with the evidence. While we wait, please avail yourselves for the amenities. There is a kitchen down the hall, the study is that way, and the sitting room is through that door. I expect there may be clues about. I'm sure you'll discover something along the way. So, what's going on? Looks like you're on the case, hot stuff. Time to figure out who murdered this poor sap. The game is afoot, as it were. It's elementary, my dear Rakesh. Oh, this'll be so much fun. Well, I think I know what I'd like to investigate. Down, dead boy. It appears we must solve this dreadful crime. Who doesn't love a good mystery? You are way too into this, hon. This might be pretty cool. I think I'm gonna go see what I can find in the study. Butler, is there food in the kitchen? Indubitably. I shall take that as a yes and go to feed myself. I think I'll see what I can deduce in the sitting room. I think I'll come and find you guys in a sec. Don't get me waiting, hot stuff. You know it, babe. While we're making our plans, so is everyone else. Soon enough, the crowd disperses. Only the butler is left. So, dude, what's really up? Exactly what I've said so far. Alright, I'll play along. So, what are the facts, Jack? I'm afraid I don't know much. Feel free to look over the body for clues. I'll answer your questions as you like. 1 second.